Parenting comes with its fair share of challenges. One of the most daunting is managing your child's difficult behavior, such as tantrums, defiance, and the outburst. Traditional discipline methods like yelling or punishing often backfire at you, leading to power struggles and strained relationships. Positive discipline, on the other hand, focuses on guiding the behavior through understanding, empathy, and respectful communication. Hey, I'm Dr. Nalini. I'm your baby's brain coach and the founder of Holistic Parenting Universe. And in this video, I'm going to provide you with a toolkit of positive discipline strategies to help you navigate challenging behaviors and teach your child self-regulation skills and create a more peaceful and cooperative home environment. Before you watch the full video, if you feel that this video is something that your friend or family likes, then do share it with them. And don't miss to subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out any of the videos that I post. The first one is to understand what is positive discipline. So we have to first start with the basics, right? So positive discipline is about teaching and guiding rather than punishing. It emphasizes your respect, communication, and the mutual problem solving. So what do we do in this? So, positive discipline is based on respect for the child's needs and feelings, as well as clear expectations and clear boundaries that we set onto them. Then, the second one, the goal. What is the goal of the positive discipline? Is to teach your child about self control, responsibility, and problem solving skills. And the third one, it strengthens the parent child bond and builds a foundation for trust and cooperation. Now, before we get into the full video, I want to give you few action steps while you're watching this video. First of all, reflect on your current discipline approach and identify the areas where positive discipline can be integrated. And set a goal to shift from punishing methods to teaching and guiding behaviors using positive discipline principles. So once you're done with this, let's dive into the next thing. I want to really emphasize the importance of the power of connection because it builds a strong foundation. A strong emotional connection with your child is the foundation for an effective discipline. Children who feel connected to their parents are more likely to cooperate and follow the guidance. So, how you can actually spend a lot of time connecting with your child, that in fact shows how much cooperation that you can build in your child. So first tip is for you to spend quality one-on-one time with your child to bring and to build a super strong bond. This helps them feel valued and secure. The second one is to acknowledge your child's feelings, even when setting limits, to show you that so that you show them that you understand their perspective. So whenever your child is asking for a biscuit, even if you are setting a limit, no, you can't have biscuits during lunchtime. You can also add few more sentences like, I understand that you are feeling disappointed that you can't eat biscuits during lunchtime. So when you are validating and acknowledging the child's feelings, you are showing them that you understand their perspective. And the third one is focus on giving positive attention for good behavior rather than only reacting to negative behavior. This is one of the common mistakes that all parents do. We always only shout when we see unnecessary or negative behavior that just shows up. But if we focus on the behavior which is good, and if we focus on the behavior that we want to see more often, then you will start to see that more often as well. Now, the now let's see some action items from this part. How can you schedule a daily one-on-one time with your child, even if it's just 10 to 15 minutes of focused, undistracted interaction? Set aside the time, have an intention that you are going to spend this time with your child. In fact, in our whole brain acceleration framework, the parents who are in holistic parenting universe, they spend their 10, 15 minutes in the morning or in the evening with their children following whole brain acceleration framework, where they're not only nurturing the child's genius potential, but also building that strong bond with the child. So, second action item for you in this chapter is practice active listening. and validate your child's feelings every time your child is feeling upset or sad or angry or disappointed or whatever feeling that they are going through. Try to listen to them actively and validate their feelings. Okay, so after we understand the validation of the feelings and spending one-on-one time, what is the next step? To set clear expectations and consistent boundaries. Now, again, this is very, very important for your parenting journey because clear expectations and consistent boundaries, this helps children understand what is expected of them and what the limits are. So when you are setting boundaries, you have to be very clear and be very specific. So clearly communicate your expectations in simple terms that your child can understand, and be consistent. Consistency is the key. Consistent boundaries provide a sense of security and help children learn what is the acceptable behavior. And they also know that this is not something that is expected and this is not an acceptable behavior. And allow natural consequences to occur when safe and appropriate, as they provide valuable learning experiences. So if you say that you can't have a cookie if you're not having lunch, then that is the natural consequence that the child should actually go through. If the child is not tidying up the room, then the next day you won't give them the toys. That is a natural consequences. If the child is not setting the boundary, if you have set the boundaries that the paintings will only be within the limit of this white paper, and if your child is going and drawing outside that limit, then you are taking it away. It is a natural consequences, but make sure that those are earlier communicated very clearly and very specifically so that the child knows what is acceptable behavior and what is the consequence if you are not following it. Now, what can be the action steps on this chapter? Set clear and simple rules for your home and review them with your child regularly. Remind them often. They do tend to forget very often. So remind them over and over and over. And consistently enforce boundaries and use natural consequences to each responsibility and the results of their actions. You don't have to be guilty over this, okay? As long as you are communicating very clearly on the beforehand, and when you are holding the boundaries that you said, that makes a huge responsibility lessons that the child is learning. Now, the next section is all about handling tantrums with empathy and calm. Especially if you are a parent who feels like whenever the child starts to throw a tantrum, immediately you get a lot of triggers, then this is something that you need to work on. So the first thing is tantrums are a normal part of child development and a way for young children to express their overwhelming emotions. That is why you see this once after the child turns 18 months, they start to experience a lot of overwhelming emotions that they don't know how to cope up with. And the only way how they can communicate is through crying and being so whining and all of that. So responding with empathy to these tantrums can actually help de-escalate the situation. So when your child is angry, when your child is throwing a tantrum, if you're also shouting, if you're also yelling, it will only escalate the situation. But if you want to de-escalate the situation, you should be responding to those tantrums with empathy and calm. So how you can do that? Your calm presence helps soothe your child and models emotional regulation. You could have seen this multiple places. When you are so tense, you see that your child is also being tense. When you are not so in a good mood, you see that your child is also not in a good mood, throwing tantrums and all of that. So your energy matters a lot, especially if you are a mother who is watching this video. Then I want to tell you that you are connected with your child through your motherly intuition. So whatever the energy that you are feeling, it is directly going and impacting your child. So validate your child's emotions and acknowledge it, what they are feeling. Even if the reaction is like something so disappropriate, can you just take a moment to acknowledge and validate their feeling? That's the real thing, real game changer. And you can also provide them comfort, provide them reassurance that, this shows that you are for them and you are also holding the boundary. And they have to feel that you are playing the same team. You're not the opponent. You are both on the same team. So that is a very good feeling that should be there for the child. So what could be some of the action steps for this? Practice staying calm during a tantrum. This is not something that will happen in day one. Even if you're someone who is calm all the time, sometimes you tend to lose it. And you also have to come back to this procedure again. You have to practice. How do you practice staying calm during a tantrum? Simple, easy way is to take deep breaths. Or if you find that situation, that circumstance, that place is so triggering for you, just tell your child, I need some time to breathe. I need some time to stay at my center. Leave that space for a moment, go to another room or something. Just bring yourself back to the center, deep exercise, deep breathing, and then come back and talk to your child. Okay. And it is, of course, needs a lot of practice. Practice makes you perfect. I'm sure about it. You can do it. Okay. It's just that a matter of practice, practice, practice. And you can also use phrases like, I see that you're really upset. It's okay to feel angry, to validate your child's feelings during a tantrum. Don't say things like don't cry, don't be angry, you are not supposed to be crying. All of these things only escalate the situation. There is no use in doing this because the child is only stopping their emotions from flowing. But you can validate their feeling and tell them, assure them it's okay to feel angry. That's one of the most important lesson we need to teach, right? And the next section is about an alternative. So how can you redirect their behavior? What is a positive alternative that you can give to them? So it's like redirecting is an effective way to guide your child away from undesirable behavior towards a more positive activity. So how you can do this? Provide choices, gives your child a sense of control and can help redirect their behavior. So give them choices to alter what is the positive alternate. So if your child is crying over a toy which is not being shared by their friend, then you can validate their feeling and then offer them choices, whether you want to play with this ball or this sorting toy. Okay. And also during this moment, you can focus on what they can do. So instead of saying no or don't do this, etc., redirect their attention to what they can do. For example, if your child is jumping on the sofa, instead of saying don't jump on the sofa, you can say you can jump outside, right? So that is more very specific instruction that you are sharing with your child, and that's how your child will be able to perform what is expected. If you're simply saying, don't jump on the sofa, don't jump on the sofa, the child is not listening because the child's subconscious mind doesn't understand the don't. It only focuses on the action words, which is jump, jump, jump. That's why you see your child is repeating the same behavior over and over and over, even if you say, don't do it. So instead of saying, don't do it, say them what else to do. Then once you are finding this behavioral challenge, once you are validating their feelings, and then once you are done with giving them an alternative, once you feel that your child is on a sense of calm, etc., you can now engage in problem solving. So many parents miss out on this particular thing. When your child is done with the tantrum, you feel, oh, what, that is done, right? So but how can you make this effective for futuristic planning is that you work on problem solving. So involve your child in finding solutions to those behavioral challenges, which empowers them and build their problem solving skills. So one of the videos which I posted recently in my Instagram also has this thing. I'll try to add it in the description. You can find it. So there was a huge blown tantrum that was there for milk at 3 o'clock, where I do not have milk. I did not have a nearby shop where I can go and buy. So during moment of tantrum, even though I was explaining, your explanation doesn't matter, right? So children just went south. She was starting to cry over and over and over, asking for milk, milk. I want milk right now, right now, right? So I started to validate her feeling, because I know if I'm keep saying that I don't have milk, I don't have shop, I can't go, etc. None of these things matters at all. So I had to keep on validating her. I kept on telling that, okay, it's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel disappointed. I know it's so disappointing that you don't have milk to drink right now. I'm very sorry that I couldn't help you as well. So I kept on saying the same thing over and over and over. It went on like 15 minutes. After that, she herself said, okay, Amma, I will eat rice. And then I gave her rice. I gave her an alternative. Actually, I felt that she's hungry. So I was saying that if you're feeling hungry, you can have fruit or rice or whatever. And then because I validated the feeling, because I gave her the provided the alternative, when she was ready, she said that she will go with rice, and she started eating rice. So when she was eating rice, we were engaging in the problem solving solutions, where we were discussing next time when you feel this kind of an emotions rushing through you, instead of shouting aloud, what can you actually do? So just asked her, and we decided we will do something like eating or saying it gently, or she just came up with something that she wanted. So when you are involving in problem solving solutions, when you are talking with your child, when you're involving with your child, then you are actually building their problem solving skills. So just whenever practice offering choices to your child, like would you like to color or building blocks. Whenever you are correcting behavior, try to phrase your instructions positively by focusing on the acceptable actions. Just like like how I was saying, don't put it down, instead that keep it on the table. Right, when your child is throwing food, when you keep saying don't throw the food, don't throw the food, you see them throwing it over and over and over, because that is the action that you are telling them. So instead of that, you can tell them food stays on the table, right? Okay. So the next one is to reinforce the positive behavior and encouraging the good behavior. So catch them being good. Actively look for opportunities to praise your child for positive behaviors, no matter how small it is. Even if your child is just finished their food and they go and wash their hands, that is a positive behavior you would like to reinforce, because, oh, wow, I see that you have gone to the sink and washed your hands without mommy telling you that. So when the moment you see that your child is actually bringing the plate from the kitchen to the dining space, you can just tell them, I see that you have taken the plate from the kitchen to your dining space, and it's really good, right? So just giving them positive reinforcements, it actually encourages them. It also makes them feel that my mom is watching, and it also makes them feel responsible and proud of what they are doing, and it actually kindles their brain to do more of that. And you can also be very specific about what behavior you are praising, right? I really appreciate how you shared your toys with your brother, shared your toys with your friend, etc. And you can also have some simple reward systems like sticker charts or some earning privileges to reinforce positive behavior over time. So I always have, like, when she was around 1 year, she doesn't like to go to bath, and I used to have a sticker. Whenever she goes to bath, once after she finishes her bath, she gets a star which she can stick on that paper. So that is really motivating for her. To the moment she wakes up, she'll be like, Amma, I'll go to bath, and she finishes bath, and she will ask for her favorite sticker, and she will choose her color sticker, and she will go and stick it. It's a beautiful reward that they feel so proud and responsible. Now we don't need it during, but now we have these kind of star systems and all of that for different things, not for bathing, because that's already been a happy time now, but for another challenging behaviors or another challenging routines that we have the same methodology works. So you can also choose to do whatever, wherever you can use this, like, when if you are eating a fruit today, you get a star, likewise. Yeah. And the next very, very, very important thing is managing your own emotions. The parent's role, it plays a major role, right? Your ability to manage your own emotions plays a very critical role, how you respond to your child's behavior. So self-regulation is key to modeling positive discipline. So what you can do, practice mindfulness techniques such as deep breathing, counting 1 to 10 to stay calm during the stressful parenting moment, and self-reflection is another important thing you can do. Reflect on your own triggers and how they affect your reactions to your child's behavior. Check on that every time. And then model your child's emotional regulation. Show your child to handle strong emotions by calmly expressing your own feelings and demonstrating healthy coping strategies, right? So these are the very important steps that I personally use, and I want you also to incorporate. So positive discipline is about more than just managing the behavior. It's about teaching life skills, fostering a strong parent-child relationship, and create a loving and respectful home environment. By using these strategies in this video that I've shared, you're not only addressing the challenging behaviors like tantrums, but also you are equipping your child with the tools they need to navigate the emotions and interactions with other. And remember, every family is unique and there is no one size fits all approach. Be patient with yourself and your child as you implement these techniques, and embrace the journey of learning and growth together. Your commitment to positive discipline will definitely have a lasting benefits for your entire family. So if you feel that you want to be a part of a community like Holistic Parenting Universe, where 5,000 plus parents are nurturing their child's genius potential and also living a holistic lifestyle. And if you want to work on yourself, then I would welcome you to join the Holistic Parenting Universe community. So we have three levels of memberships in our community. One is a silver membership, the other one is a gold, and the next one is a diamond. So our silver membership focuses on our child, on how you can actually awaken their child's inner genius within them using our whole brain acceleration framework. There is a webinar that I usually conduct, which is free for you to attend. You can go ahead and register for the webinar. Description, I have given the link in the description, so that if you feel that this is something you want, you can definitely go and join our HPU community. And the second membership is on the goal membership, where a lot of parenting strategies, just like this video, there'll be a lot of things that is available to you, right from everything A to Z of parenting is available to you here in Gold membership. You can watch all these courses at your own pace. And the third membership is the highest level membership that we have in Holistic Parenting Universe, which is a Diamond membership, where you work on yourself, you attract abundance from all the areas of your life. You literally transform your life. All the parents who are being a part of a Diamond membership have seen immense transformation within a few weeks, within a few months, and as they are being a part of a community. So it's really nice to see. I would really love to see you also in HPU. So choose whichever webinar you would like to attend and attend it, get the knowledge, and become a part of HPU. And I'm so glad to invite you to come into that community. At the same time, I would want you to practice whatever we have discussed so far. Don't just get the information and don't do anything, but I want you to take the action items and start doing it, and share in the comments on your reflections what are the things that you have shared. And thank you so much. I'll meet you again next time. Bye bye.